Hello friends, acquaintances, and enemies of all ages. My name is Combat Bird, and this is Let's Get Physical, the series where I go over my favorite physics games, or the ones you recommend to me. Today, we're looking at ClusterTruck. ClusterTruck is an indie platforming game made by Landfall Games. With no explanation, and certainly no need for one, you're suddenly on top of a moving truck with nowhere to go but forward. You must jump from one truck to the next, aiming for the goal. This is one of those ideas that sounds silly on paper, but in action, this has got to be one of the most addicting games I've played in a long time. What starts out as a simple, easy platforming game quickly becomes a fast-paced, challenging test of skill. Honestly, when you nail a jump after several failed attempts, the feelings of accomplishment are unmatched. And the controls are tight, so when you do fail, it's no one's fault but your own. And it's this feeling that makes you want to press on, proving to yourself that you can do it. And you will fail. It's inevitable. The game has a very nice difficulty curve though. It's divided into 9 worlds that have 10 levels each. Each level gets harder than the last, and each world adds new mechanics for you to master. If you're ever having trouble getting past a certain level, just do what I do and pretend that you're PewDiePie and that the ground is original content. Once you've completed a level, you'll earn points based on how fast you completed it, as well as style points for any tricks you might have done, like jumping off of a truck mid-air for example. Now these points aren't for traditional scorekeeping, you can actually spend them to unlock abilities to help you progress throughout the game. There are 2 types of abilities that you can use. Movement, with things such as a double jump, levitate, or a grappling hook, and utility, where you can slow down time, freeze all the trucks where they sit, or spawn a truck when you need it. These abilities add a huge amount of variety to the ways you can complete a level. There are also a couple of sillier abilities that are simply there to help you get more points. Now with a game so heavily based on speed, there must be a competitive scene for it, right? Well, kind of. Throughout my playthrough of the game, I always got so excited whenever I placed in the top 100. I was determined that by the end of the game, I would get a high score on at least one of those levels. So I go to check the leaderboard, and everyone has cheated. The game simply doesn't have any good way of moderating the leaderboards from people who cheat. Looking at a couple of forums online, it seems that the creators tried to do this in the beginning, but to no avail. Literally every level is like this. The top 10 or more spots are taken by times of 0 seconds. It really is a shame too, because this aspect of the game seemed like so much fun to me. Now luckily, you can still try to beat your own time, or even your friend's time, by racing a ghost in-game. This at the very least made me always want to come back to beat my own time. Alright, let's say you finally completed the campaign of the game. You have 2 main options left. Firstly, 2 completely free level expansions have come out. One is a 10-level world based around Halloween, and the other is a world based around the holidays that is just a tad bit shorter. Both of these are super enjoyable though, and still have the same feelings of accomplishment upon completion. And your second main option is to play levels made by the community. That's right, just like in my last video, this game also has an easy-to-use built-in level editor for you to make your own challenging levels that you can share with your friends. There are a ton of creative designs for these. Hell, they even have a no trucks category for created levels, which is unlike anything else in the game. ClusterTruck is a ton of fun, and I absolutely recommend you at least try it out. The worlds are beautifully crafted, each with their own complete fitting music that you can jam out to. And with a relatively active community, you'll never run out of fun. The game is available on Steam, and I will put the link in the description as always, but it was also just announced that ClusterTruck will be coming to Nintendo Switch as well, so look out for that. And that's really it for this week's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you have any ideas for a game you want me to play, leave it in the comments below, and as always, have a wonderful rest of your day.